Amit, good evening. Thanks so much for taking time out for us. Let me begin by asking you, even though the Bombay High Court has granted bail to Jignesh Shah, you cannot push for his release till you get a written copy of the verdict. Just wondering, what's the status of the written order, and is it then safe to assume that Shah has no linkage to the NSCL money trail?
Yeah, let me tell you that we are in the process. We procured the copy and we will follow the process for his release. But be that as it may, I think what is very important is that the order that is passed by the Bombay High Court today is an order that is passed on merits. And there are certain important findings which go to the root of the matter. That's extremely critical. There are three important findings in this order. First of all, and I must read from that the Bombay High Court has held that the money invested has not come to NSCL, but has gone to the defaulters. It is the defaulters who have benefited from the transactions, and the money of the investors has gone to them. Thus, the projected scam of 5,600 crores and the ill-gotten amount has not gone to Jignesh Shah. This is a finding as far as the Bombay High Court is concerned. Second, and this is most important, there is also a clear mention that sufficient time has been provided, and in spite no link or connection between the proceeds of crime and the applicant has been revealed so far. There are two key issues. Did he have knowledge, or are there any proceeds of crime? In fact, the charge sheet, and I must say this, that there are three forensic reports hitherto before which clearly say that the crime proceeds, there is no money trail to Jignesh Shah. So that goes to the root of the matter. And another very interesting finding, because this aspect got argued in court, is that the example of Subrata Roy is most inappropriate as the facts of the case and circumstances.
Right.
It's a different issue. So the fact is that on finding is on merits, and that's a vindication of our stand.
Amit, your point taken that no money trail have been found so far. But what's your next course of action for your client now? How would you take this process further?
Well, let me say this. Our next course of action is to follow the procedure and get him out of jail. The second is our focus, and the entire focus. In fact, I must tell you that the Bombay High Court in a civil proceeding is going to consider the formation of a High Court appointed committee where NSCL initiated claims against defaulters, against the 25 defaulters, for the purposes of setting up a committee to recover amounts. Our focus is entirely that. We have sympathy for the investors, for everybody who has lost money, but the entire focus right now has to be to recover money and to see what's the best process to recover money. Because here you have a charge sheet and a finding on fact that the money has not come to the applicant. Therefore, the money has to be chased and the money has to be recovered. That is going to be the focus.
Okay, and I mean, the last question then, the bail granted to Shah is also conditional. We know that he will have to report to the EUW, for example, twice a week. Somewhere do you believe that this makes Shah perhaps vulnerable to fresh allegations?
Not at all, not at all. In fact, I must say this, that every bail comes with a condition. We will comply with those conditions in absolute, the strictest sense. Even prior to his arrest, from the time the scam broke out, Mr. Shah has cooperated with the investigating agency. He has attended the EOW several times. So the question of non-cooperation does not arise. In fact, it is in the interest of everybody that cooperation must be there. And conditions of the bail will be complied absolutely in letter and spirit. There's no issue on that. We don't see those conditions as impinging anything on us at all.
All right, Amit, we'll let you go on that one. Thanks a lot for taking time out and, of course, sharing your inputs on this important development for you.